my lovely lights. Welcome to Awaken You Healing Center with Shelly, and I am Shelly. It's so interesting when I get starting to think about these videos. There's all of these things. Today, I wanted to touch on soul inquiry, which is our soul. And I've been reading this beautiful book, Letters to a Starseed, by this incredible woman, Rebecca Campbell, who also is this incredible mystic. And this is one of her decks. This beautiful deck and this beautiful book is really asking these really big questions and really allowing us to connect. So what is the big question is, how do you know if you're a star seed? How do I know if I'm a star seed? A star seed is a soul who knows that they are having this human experience. You know, all of those moments where you just can't put words on it. You can feel it. There's these connections. I get these connections with women all of the time, and I call them my soul sisters. And these questions is how we can be more grounded here into the earth, into Gaia. Because as a healer myself, I've always been very connected with the universe. I have no problem floating off into the ethers. But when it comes to being here in this earthly moment, I have had many struggles. I definitely have a lot of pain when it comes to this world and seeing all of the chaos that's going on. And this beautiful woman, Rebecca Campbell, has really enlightened me and us to knowing that our souls have made very specific contracts to be here in this exact time and date with the exact people that we are on this planet with. And when we can merge our soul self and our ego self, some call, or our physical self, when we can merge into one, that is when we can awaken, when we can be here present into this moment. My friends, I'm so grateful for you showing up with me here. Please like this video and subscribe it. And share. Junie's outside, my daughter's outside with her new puppy, Luna. That's a very divine connection in itself. Starseed. How do you know if you're a starseed? I feel like us starseeds just have never really fit in. We always felt like we were outsiders. Even as a kid, it was like we never had a space. I never felt I fit in school. I couldn't go along with the curriculum and the books and all of the things. It never felt at home. Home. Where is home? I know for me, a lot of times I'm like, I want to float away. And I know that my soul and many starseed souls, that we have had experiences beyond this life, beyond this planet, and beyond even this universe. I did this incredible meditation probably 4 years ago, and it was kind of tuning back into our past life. And deep into this meditation, I really felt like I was not a part of this planet. And I know that I came from a different planet, and it was a way different planet. It was more of like this peaceful planet. And maybe people would say that we were aliens or monsters or whatever. But it was a planet of love, and it was a non-violent space. And I think my incarnation on this planet, this life, has been a little bit challenging for me. It's been hard for me. And sometimes for me, it's nice to know those things about my past lives, to just tune in and say, okay, that's why I'm feeling like this. Like, that's why it's been so hard. But again, star seeds, we have chose to seed with the stars and come down at this exact moment. And really, when we can allow ourselves to merge that soul space and our authentic part of ourselves, and knowing that we're not separate, because I know even me, sometimes I get caught up in like the heart self and the ego self, the anahata, the spiritual heart, and then the inner critic. And we need to learn how to fluidly merge those together and really feel like practices like yoga, meditation, where you can go into your heart self and feel and be open to healing in this moment. and knowing that healing is not an endpoint, that it is this very authentic, very vulnerable, and very painful journey. I think that a lot of us humans, whether we're starseeds or not, have this false perception that we don't need to feel pain and that we need to just have this quick fix, a placebo effect. Maybe it's a pill or a numb with our phone or social media, pop on the TV, keep busy to not allow ourselves to feel these earthly pains. And I know even I see this in my kids and my children, and when they're not being entertained, they're like, I'm so bored. That's the worst. And it's so important for us to allow ourselves and our children to, what does it feel like to be bored, to be with yourself? And we have so much resistance here on this earth because there is so much pain. And especially if you are someone who has identified as an empath, I really strongly encourage you to no longer do empathy, that we no longer are empaths. We no longer take on the pain, the burden of the world, that we hold love and compassion and we can see. And just because we're not feeling exactly what the other is feeling, it doesn't mean we can't connect to them, because all empathy does to us star seeds is it takes us down. It thummels, it like plummets in this moment. My earthly self doesn't know the word. It just sucks our energy dry, and it takes us away from our soul purpose. And each of us star seeds, we have such different purposes on this planet. And really, a lot of spiritual mentors have taught me, like Eckhart Tolle, who wrote this beautiful book, The Power of Now. If you haven't read this was my first spiritual book ever. It's a really amazing book. I feel like as a star seed, we can really connect with these wise words, that we need to show up now in this moment. So right when we can merge and have this soul-led life, when we merge our earthly self and our soul-filled self, that we can show up and be present in this moment. And we have to allow life to unfold without trying to always be in control. Because as these humans, I know myself, when I'm experiencing all of these earthly feelings, anxiety and overwhelm, and even as a mom and all the things, that when I use the practice of breath, or even my daughter was struggling and we just said, I am love, 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 I am love. Mantra, I am. Two most powerful words for you, for your earthly self. What you attach to those I am, ... those will become your reality. I really encourage you to mantra, I am love, when you're struggling. I am love, I am love, I am love. In your head, you don't have to say it out loud. You can whisper, I am love, I am love, I am love, I am love. If you're worried of, I am love, I am love. And I really just test you, to test yourself, challenge you to see if you can't notice a difference, because you cannot practice I am love and not feel a shift. It will shift and raise your vibration. Or if you're into the mantra practice, Om. Om. It shifts your vibration, and it will shift so much. And so my beautiful star seeds, today, this little short video, I just wanted to encourage you as a star seed. If you're like, yep, that's me, I am one of these star seeds, that get outside, take your shoes off, no matter the weather. It's been raining a lot in the mountains. Walk outside barefoot on the earth and connect with nature around you. I know so many of us, including myself, we take nature so much for granted. Yet, when we can earth ourselves by putting our feet into the earth, put our feet into the earth and touch a tree, put your hand on a plant, maybe gently, acknowledge nature. And when we can allow ourselves to root and connect to Mother Earth, to Gaia, to this beautiful woman, Rebecca Campbell, she connects to Mother Rose, whatever connects with you, that we can really be these incredible star seeds. And I really feel called to choose a card for us today from this lovely, lovely deck that always has so much wisdom. We're gonna attune this deck together real quick. Mother Rose, you who were present long before we, and you who will continue after we're gone, bless this oracle and all who use it. May it be a gateway for all to return to ourselves, the earth, and each other. May our connection with the voice of our soul be made stronger with every use. May all who touch it feel cherished, held, loved, softened, and seen. May it deliver insight, understanding, compassion, and guidance that's in the highest interests of all beings, past, present, and future. Goosebumps. When I'm holding space for another, help me step out of the way and invite others to connect with the wisdom that exists deep within them. Guide me and all who use it to embrace our ever-changing true nature and the seasons of our lives with compassion, understanding, and grace. Show us how we can plant ourselves here more deeply than ever before. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm gonna do a little spread my lovelies. Let's see. Oh, here we go, my babes. Here we are. This deck gives me such goosebumps. The Sacred Waters is our card today. Nourishment, replenishment, health, rest, and self-care. The Sacred Waters. I love this deck. Just like the energy surrounding this deck is so amazing. And of course, I flipped open to page 111, which is my spiritual number that is always telling me that I'm exactly where I need to be, sharing this message with you, my lovelies. So our soul's message today, my beautiful, beautiful friends, this lovely card, it will allow you to check it in. The sacred waters are the life-giving mother of us all. Her healing waters replenish us and give us life. We're made up of her. Like the rose, we need her waters to survive and thrive. We must drop our roots deep to receive the nourishment we so deeply need, to appreciate, protect, and honor the very thing that we take for granted. The mother of the sacred waters delivers the message to slow down and take care of yourself, particularly your body, to prioritize your well-being and live in a way that's sustainable. She reminds us to replenish and nourish ourselves and take care of our health all the time, not just when we feel unbalanced. You're being called to nourish and replenish yourself before you become brittle and parched. The mother of the sacred waters wants you to know that there's nothing more important in your life than the care of your own sacred vessel of a body, and the earth is an extension of that. She wants you to treat yourself with tender care, to cherish your body and hers, to fill your well until it spills over, and once it does, to fill away, to give back from this place of plenty, to give your body what it's yearning for most before it turns into an urgent need. And perhaps with me, just close your eyes for a moment with a hand on your heart, asking to your soul, a soul inquiry. What's my body yearning for? And just let that answer come. What am I yearning for? Just take a moment and settle with that, and maybe open your eyes and really allow that soul inquiry, that, interestingly enough, of course, the universe brought this card to us to get rooted and to take time for us, for this vessel. So are you drinking enough water? Are you moving your body in ways that you enjoy? Are you pushing yourself too hard? Are you exhausted? Do you need to sleep more this weekend? Do you need to rest? Do you need to take time to connect with somebody and allow your emotional blah, 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 to to release, right? Beautiful star seeds. Remember that we, us, the star seeds, have chose to come to Earth here in this planet right now. And our mission is to get rooted into this earth so we can merge our earthly self with our soul self. And then those are those moments where we can be so present, so here in this moment, that we can connect with those around us, and that we can be these incredible change makers in the world, connecting people, loving people, helping people heal as we help ourselves heal. I love you. I'm so grateful for you, my beautiful lovelies. Please subscribe to Awaken You Healing Center with Shelly. I also have a beautiful podcast, Awaken You with Shelly Bond. If you want more of this, every week I'm releasing an episode. You can follow me on Facebook, Shelly Bond, or Awaken You, Shelly Bond on Instagram. I freaking love you. This is my beautiful book, Awaken You, From Pain to Healing, A Woman's Way of Waking Up to Her Life. It's available on Amazon, and it really just allows us to awaken to who we are, this heart-centered, vulnerable, raw, authentic self. I love you. Namaste, star seeds.